Hi, welcome to this video. My name is Manda Speaks. I've been a teacher for over 20 years, and in these 20 years plus, I have worked with a number of students. I've worked with students in and outside the classroom, and I've also provided trainings for teachers in different schools. These 20 years plus have allowed me the opportunity to gain practical experience that's helped me all through while I was fully in the classroom. In this particular video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips that actually enhanced my teaching career all these years. Just stay tuned. If you have ever felt overwhelmed in the classroom and at certain time it seems that you've lost absolute control of your class and you were pushed to the point where you felt like giving up, then this video is for you. The 5 tips I'm going to share in this video are going to help you to rejuvenate your career, if I can say it that way, and also get your career back on track as you continue to pursue a career in teaching. So, tip number 1. It's very important for you to set clear expectations early. Particularly your very first day in class, as you're going in, the first thing you are supposed to do is to set clear expectation. Now, when I say set clear expectation, as you coming into the class, you must ensure you outline those things that you expect from your students in terms of behavior, in terms of attitude towards learning, in terms of attitude towards one another, and also in terms of attitude towards you as a teacher. If you do not share clear expectation at the beginning, particularly on the first day you enter a particular class, then the rest of that term might be challenging for you. You must understand one thing. Students are always looking to test a teacher in order to know what the teacher will tolerate and what the teacher will not tolerate. So if you don't set clear expectations from the very beginning, you have played into the hands of your students. So setting clear expectations early is something very, very important that you must do. All right. For example, you can ensure you set rules and regulations that will govern your class whenever you are there to teach. Now, if you are a classroom teacher in a primary school in particular, then the very first time you enter the classroom to take over that class, you must set clear expectation. The rules that govern the class and what you expect from the students must be discussed on that very first day. Tip number 2. Consistency is key. Now, whenever you set clear expectation, you must be consistent in following through with those expectations. Do not set expectations and then you, as a teacher, draw back from those expectations. Or when students go against the rules that you have set, you fail to take actions. Consistency is key. Now, you can also decide to make sure that any child, or should I say any student, who is doing very well in terms of academics or behavior-wise in your class, such a child could get an incentive. Incentive could mean anything. It could just be sweet candy. It could be anything. It could be biscuits. It could just be a pat on the back. All these will boost the morale of the student, will make them excited, will make them happy, and always looking forward to your class. So if you introduce incentives for good behavior and good performances, then you must also introduce consequences for negative behavior and poor performances academically. And when you do such, you must ensure you follow through with everything that you have instituted in your classroom. So consistency is key. If you institute anything in your classroom and you don't follow them through, you are painting a negative picture in the minds of your students. So consistency is key, and you must ensure you follow through with everything you institute in your classroom. Tip number 3, build a personal relationship with your students. It's very important you try as much as you can to build personal relationships with your students. Get to know them one-to-one. Get to know the home they come from. Get to know how they think. Get to know when every child in your class needs somebody to talk to. So the only way that can happen is when you intentionally build a personal relationship with them. And when you're building a personal relationship with them, you also ensure you set clear boundaries. Do not allow the need to build a personal relationship with your students create another problem for you which you cannot explain. So build personal relationship with your students, but at the same time ensure you set clear boundaries. It's very important. Setting clear boundaries is very important as you're trying to build personal relationship with them. Your building personal relationship with them requires you to know them, know where they are from, know how they think, know what bothers them, and by looking at your students, you should be able to tell when a child needs someone to talk to. And as a teacher, you are one person who is very important in the life of the students, and you must be willing and available when a child in your classroom needs someone to talk to. It's very, very important. Tip number 4, you must learn to use non-verbal cues. When we say non-verbal cues, we're talking about hand movement, body gestures, and communication without using words. That's what we mean by non-verbal cues. So when you make a particular hand gesture, your students should understand what you are trying to say at that particular time. It's very important that you learn and know how to perfectly use non-verbal communication with your students. Now, the more you use them, the more your students get used to them, and the more they get to understand what you're trying to say whenever you make a particular gesture, whenever you make a particular hand movement, whenever you make a particular eye movement, whenever you make a particular head movement. Your students understand what you're trying to say. Even expressions on your face will tell the child what you're trying to say. So non-verbal communication is very important because they help you to save energy. If you can't use non-verbal communication effectively, you will find yourself talking almost all the time. But to save yourself from talking almost all the time, the best thing you want to do is to learn how to use non-verbal cues. They're very important for you as a teacher. So try to incorporate non-verbal cues, non-verbal communication as you teach your children in the classroom. It's very important. Try to help them to understand certain gestures, certain hand movements, certain body movements. As soon as they understand that and they are used to it, once they see such movement or gesture coming from you, they know what you're saying. So it's very important that you apply non-verbal cues in your classroom. Tip number 5, you must learn to stay calm and confident. Now, whenever you go into your classroom, you must be calm. Take note of this thing. The students are watching your every move. The students are watching your facial expression. If you feel tensed, the students will pick that and then they use it against you. So you must be able to stay calm and confident whenever you are teaching in the classroom. It's very important. As a matter of fact, it's a skill that you must have as a teacher. How to stay calm and confident. Even when the situation is looking the opposite, you as a teacher must be able to compose yourself to stay calm and confident. Now, even when a child has misbehaved, you have to stay calm and confident. Don't allow a child's misbehavior to make you lose your calmness. That is where emotional intelligence comes into play. So staying calm and confident is one skill that you need. As a teacher, you must learn it. You must be composed at all times, and this helps you to command respect from your students. So, at all time, whenever you find yourself in the classroom, always stay calm and confident. I want to believe that these tips, these 5 tips, are invaluable to you. So these are the 5 tips that really helped me in enhancing my teaching career while I was still fully in the classroom, teaching in the classroom and out of the classroom at intervals. So if you found them very useful, give this video a like. And may I ask, what was the most challenging time you had in the classroom? I want you to share with us in the comments section. Till I see you in my next video. Enjoy your teaching career. My name remains Manda Speaks.